bouncing it off a defeat. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, we welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
All right, here we go. Boom, landing.
Now a play fake. McCarron. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's third and short. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. McCarron will look to throw on 3rd and 2. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On 1st down, McCarron. Complete, the tight end Rivera. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. On 2nd down, here's McCarron. And that is incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
Stephon Gilmore gets better and better every year, continues to excel in pass coverage.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now here's McCarron on 3rd. And this is going to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback. in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The slot man in motion right. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Finding time. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside. First down, they'll run it on the draw play. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's McCarron. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd. Now a handoff here to his running back. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. McCarron to throw for it on 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They go back to the air here after the INT. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And he got it done in the passing game on that play. It was almost like a run because he caught it right around the line of scrimmage. Either way, he got a big chunk of yards after making the catch.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Aqib Talib is one of the great gambling corners in the league. When he gets an idea and a notion and jumps a route, it often results in 6 points for his team.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Completes it to Lee. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
To throw, it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Kevin Johnson.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. First down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now they'll throw it. Bortles looking left side. He's got it complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Marquise Lee, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. And now out comes Houston. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now it's McCarron off play action. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
McCarron going to try and throw on 3rd down. Complete. The tight end Rivera. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about it. Turning it upfield. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Terrell Suggs, a good sight there, back from another Achilles injury last season. He's able to get in and make the play. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him strictly for checkdowns or dump-offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
This is McCoy. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him, threw the flag. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Bortles going to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stumped them. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Time to step aside. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So just 1 yard to go here on third down. They come out here in the eye. McCarron keeps it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. Here's Shane Lechler now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give the Jags a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Shift together here from the D-line. Now McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3 yards to go here on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz. They'll go again to McCoy. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll come out in the pistol. And here now it's 2nd and goal. Ball on the 7-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Blake Bortles as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now the backup Savage. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Now the return, Rashad Green. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, just 1 yard to go. On second down, here's Bortles. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. 10th carry now for McCoy. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Again, it's McCoy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
It's a good gain of 11, sets them up first and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance.
Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. And they'll run it here. And he's got room. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 94 yards. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Well, from back where that one started, they were hoping probably for just a few yards on the ground there. Instead, they get 90-plus and into the end zone.
And as much credit as I have to give the guys on offense, I often think when I see a run of that magnitude that there has to have been a mistake made, maybe even multiple mistakes on defense, because you're expecting them to run the ball from that stage of the field. Instead, it turns into one of the longest runs that we're going to see in the NFL.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, Bortles. He finds Hearns left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. A give to McCoy. Fighting through, and he'll get it down here to the 43. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 8 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, it doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Back now in Jacksonville. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the 4th quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch left. He's done right there.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. They come out here in the I. Now McCoy, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll try again with McCoy. Oh, nice move. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. To throw, it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. So on now comes the kicker. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Savage. And he's got the AFC leader in receiving yards last year, Antonio Brown. Got a little handsy there, defensive holding, Charles.
And defenders will get away with as much as you will allow. The 5-yard mark tells the officials where the line should be drawn.
First down throw coming. Savage. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Blue 45. Blue, get right, baby. Get up. Let's go. Let's do this. Left. Green 39. Green 39.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's going to be out of bounds down to the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Play clock winding down. They go now to McCoy. He's seen a ton of action this afternoon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Myers able to knock it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They come up in an offset eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Here's Savage now on 2nd. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now here's McCarron on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Oh, no, he lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge...
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
A.J. McCarron looking to throw, eluding the pressure right. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. McCarron on first down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the 5th overall pick, Jalen Ramsey. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come out here in the I. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. They find some open field here. And they finally get him down at the other 46. It's a big run there by McCoy. 47 yards. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Bortles going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
It's up and it's good as they tack on 1 more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Jags, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Houston, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders.